Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the new Buick Envision. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the National GMC here in American Fork, Utah for giving me some time with this Envision. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions, need any help, just ask for David. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through a 9-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 22 around town and then 28 on the highway, with power outputs being 228 horsepower and then 258 pound-feet of torque. Before I move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, I really like these lines. I think those look really sharp. Got the new Buick logo, and then Buick's new headlight design I think works really well. Their cars just look super sharp. You guys can see with the turn signal indicator. I don't know, it's cool looking, and then look at the grille down below, pretty fancy. So overall, sharp looking front end. Now on the side here, our tire wheel setup is 235 by 60 by 18 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels, you've got this silver mixed with the metallic gray, and then you've got those chunky fender flares, and then that continues along the side of the bodywork. You've got nice silver trim there, also around the windows too. So it gives it a fancier look with all that silver trim. And this leads us to the key fob. We've got the Buick logo, lock and unlock here, and that's pretty much it. And now popping into the back, apparently I can't lift it up. There we go. Pretty decent cargo space. Kind of a little bit small, well, not that much. I was gonna say a little bit smaller than a RAV4, but I think it's pretty similar in size to the Toyota RAV4 with the spacing back here. And then you can see with the spare tire underneath. But yeah, solid cargo area. It's manual with the hatch, so when you're all done, just plop that down. Cool taillight design. It's pretty fancy looking. Again, you got Buick, you got Envision, all-wheel drive with this particular one. And man, Buick, they make cool looking cars. Let me know what you think. Now this is pretty interesting. So it's actually soft touch here at the top. You got like this fancy stitching down below here. Look at the door handle, pretty fancy looking as well. And here's a quick look at the seats. Nice trim all down the center. Pop in quickly. Legroom's good. Got a little storage pocket. Got some vents here in the back. And then headroom back here is good. Now take a look at the front door panel. Again, soft touch here, and then you got this fancy stitching down below. All of our window controls, front two are automatic. You've got your memory seat function. Got all of our mirror adjustments. Let's a quick look at the mirrors themselves. And then here's the front seat. Pretty cool looking. All of our adjustments there on the side. And then you got soft touch here on the dash. That's also soft touch, nice. And then we've got like our drive mode select for the parking brake, lane departure, auto stop, start, all of that. Now this is cool, look at this. Ooh. Lots of screen. Now take a look at the steering wheel. We've got soft touch all around. Paddle shifters there on the back for the 9-speed. You also have radio controls on the back as well. Practical controls on the front, including like your cruise control, for example. And then we have our turn signal / windshield wiper stock, and then we've got a column shifter. Now this has a lot of screen. On the very side, that's just for the heads-up display. It's actually touchscreen. And then you have the center screen, which you can change kind of the overall layout of the screen. Press the little pages button, so there's like a map view. It always takes a second for that to load up, but you guys get the point. You've probably seen this with other GM vehicles. Now in reverse, this actually has a 360 camera system, so it's nice with the overhead view and everything that they give you. Good resolution too. And then yeah, the screen's massive, obviously. You do control stuff like the lights in the screen, and you got like the other controls as well. But overall response time's quick, it's easy to use, it's a lot of screen. Got this soft touch trim across the dash. You can see with the stitching at the top and then down below. Let's see the glove boxes. Yeah, pretty normal. And then you can see single zone climate, physical buttons for that, wireless phone charging pad. Is this nice looking? Piano black. Can't wait until they get rid of that in cars. Physical volume control, because I'm sure enough people complain about that, right? We've got some cup holders here, a little bit more storage underneath, some nice padding for tall people, for your leg right there. And then you got more storage here. Pretty normal center console. Nice trim, feels tight, solid. Got the mirror here and then no center for anything like that. And this leads us to the impressive part. So lots of glare, but 2024 Buick Envision Preferred all-wheel drive, $37,790 is the total MSRP. Thought it might be more expensive than that, but no. Let's see how it drives. Well, let us set off in this new Envision that has a lot of features for the price. Again, sub $40,000, memory seats. Not sure this is real leather, but who cares? Nobody uses real leather. I shouldn't say nobody, but a lot of manufacturers don't really use real leather anymore. Just a cool looking car. 360 camera system's nice. Would you look at that? So yeah, it seems like it's a good value. See how it drives. See what drive mode we're in. So do all-wheel drive mode. See how that feels. It's a dusty truck. It's seen some stuff. Good torque. Wow. I like that GM lets you choose between front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive with their cars like this, so you can get better fuel economy if you want. And you can get better grip like this if you want. It's not the fastest car on the planet, but it moves. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. It's impressive. Suspension's pretty comfortable. Man, this drives well. I'm impressed. I am impressed. Let's see. Pop into touring, so that'll put it in two-wheel drive. Get a little bit of torque steer in two-wheel drive, or if you floor it, the steering will kind of pull at you a little bit. But it's not bad. So summing things up, I think this is an impressive car. Again, I see this competing against like Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V. It's right there with the pricing. I know people will comment, reliability, Buick reliability. Do you keep your car out of warranty? Some of you do. Some of you, potentially a lot of you, do not. So there is that. But yeah, overall it drives well, and I think that considering the fact that the modern Japanese cars aren't as reliable as they used to be, I think this is a great option to go for. I have no clue to where to park this thing. But yeah, I think it's a great option to go for, because it's like, hey, I mean, Toyotas used to be reliable like 10 years ago. The modern ones, though, for example, not so much. So it's like, I'm not saying this will have problems, but it's like, if you're gonna have problems, might as well do it in style, right? An Envision rather than a RAV4. Let me know your thoughts on the Envision, but I think this is a pretty solid value in this segment with what it offers feature-wise, the looks, and yeah. We'll just see if it can escape the boomer clientele, if it can get into the younger generation's mindset.